Roll call.
Yeah.
Terry DeCastro, she here?
Here. Present.
David Gedge?
Hello,
Here?
yes.
Here, all right.
Sorry.
Present.
Oh, right, is that what you say? Present. The wedding present.
What's the band called?
Chikita Violenta.
My name, in Brazil we say Curumin, right? And here you say Curumin. It's C-U-R-U-M-I-N.
What does it mean?
It's kind of like a little violent girl, you would say.
It's got a better ring in Spanish. Chikita Violenta.
My name is Mark Ray, M-A-R-K-R-A-E.
I'm Paul, I'm in the Modey Lemon. I'm Phil, I'm also in Modey Lemon.
Yeah, my name's Andy Davis.
And where are you from?
I'm from Nashville, Tennessee.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
We're from Mexico City, Mexico.
She lives in LA.
Yeah, so did he until today.
We came from Brazil, and playing South by Southwest is like be on the map for the world, you know.
How do you describe your sound?
I've got quite a strange mixture of music types I don't really fit into anywhere particularly.
I don't know, like maybe Elton John without the turn into the gay world.
Afrobeat, dancehall, reggae,
Funky stuff, salsa,
hip-hop, soul.
samba, dubs stuff.
It's rock music, alternative, indie if you want to call it like that.
It's like drums and wires.
And disco and jazz as well, actually. It's all thrown in the pot.
There's a cool thing right now in Mexico City. We have a boom of new bands, awesome.
People think Nashville, Tennessee, they think country music and stuff, but there's actually a really cool emerging indie rock and singer-songwriter scene.
Almost all the music we listen to is in English, and we feel we can do it better in English. Nothing against Spanish, but there's a lot of bands that are doing the same, and there's a whole rock scene, or both, that it's like generating. It's like a new wave generating in Mexico. It's really cool.
So in Britain, people like to get really drunk and do loads of drugs and go nuts and climb up the walls. And basically here, people like a bit of background music. But you know, it's very much like that in Los Angeles, but I think Austin's a much more music-based town.
So what is South by Southwest to you?
Well, I always thought it was a music festival that was more indie rock band orientated, and I don't think that my mind will be changed having been here, you know?
Everybody knows about South by Southwest.
It's a door that opens just a little bit for our music to be played here in the States for the first time, so I think it's a great opportunity.
It's pretty crazy. There's a lot of walking. I think I walked 2 miles to get here today from my hotel, but I think I have 4 performances this week. It's really cool.
It's very chaos, but a lot of art at the same time. This is a very, very carnival feeling, you know, everybody respecting each other. I think this is a very carnival feeling.
It's like a high school reunion for bands.
It's a cool hodgepodge of madness.
I feel quite fortunate in some ways that we're, at the forefront of this industry where all these changes are happening, so it's actually quite exciting in some ways.
I think that we live in times musically where people can take influences from anywhere and mash them all together.
I think it's a very good moment. I never heard so much music like now, you know.
So, you know, you could have a band could do an album and have, a heavy rock thing and an 80s sounding thing on it. In the past that would have been no go, but now it's there.
We're playing the IODAs thing today. We signed a digital distribution deal with them. But it's never quite the amount of income that we've made in the old days. On the other side of the coin, it's a lot cheaper to record these days if you record on hard drives and stuff. So it is a bit swings and roundabouts.
This is good. Music was made to listen, you know. It's not made to be commercialized.
I can see the future where it's going to be free, downloading stuff will be like listening to the radio, and it's a promotion to go and see the band sometime. And maybe that's good, maybe that's bad, I don't know, but I think that's what will happen.
The record industry is having a hard time figuring itself out anymore.
I think it's interesting that the major labels, they're getting less and less major, aren't they, really? Because it's obvious, and they're all merging. It'll be one label in the end, won't it? Just, like communist Russia or something.
Well, for sure we have to find a way to get our money, to the musicians find our money. It's a profession.
So I think people are scrabbling around for, what are we going to do? How should we get money out of this? And it's going to be weird. Like in 10 years, I'm sure it'll all be obvious what to do.
Yeah.
But at the moment, everyone's,
the model's being made now.
Right, right.
So,
Are you earning enough money to support yourself?
No.
All the artists can really do is worry about making music, and any way that they can help get it out there is the important thing.
I think you have to roll with the changes instead of resisting, really, and because you can't prevent things from happening. So you might as well just keep up with it.
Right.
I know she had brown eyes.
What advice do you have for kind of upstart musicians trying to make it?
Well, I don't know what make it means really, but I'd just say, just stick to what you do and just have fun.
I don't know, keep working. We do everything ourselves. We are a working band, so
Never quit.
You just have to really get out and just bust your chops and do your thing,
What people tend to do is not think about good songs, I always think. And you hear that, like, a lot of great bands with great musicians, and they have great sounding records, but they forget that what started all this was people writing words and music. And I think that some people think they can get away with not doing that, really. I think that's always an important thing to remember.
Don't really get too wrapped up in the whole doing it rather than doing it well, So that'd be my advice.
Just rock. That's all I can say.
Just be original. Do what I do. Don't go see any bands play. Don't listen to anybody else's music. Lock yourself in a room for several years. Go through mental health issues and you'll make a great album.
Thanks, man. Any last comments?
Make love, not war. You can write that down and use that yourself if you like. Thought you had an exclusive there, didn't
Mimobot.